Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Sampath Pendurthi YouTube channel. Uh, so, uh, yeah, finally I'm here. Uh, I want to create content from over 2 years. Finally, it's happening now. So, actually, we have a mission. This is on purpose, actually. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to post all the retired machines uh, videos in my channel. So let's start. I'll start from easy one, and also I do post the machine boxes from TryHackMe as well, and also some challenges from other CTF websites. So if you are the one who are looking to gain some knowledge in cyber security, I'm not a professional. The first thing, I'm not a professional, so I'll share what I know. So if you guys want to uh, learn that one, you can go and subscribe, or else don't mind, bro. So let's solve this. Good games actually only 851 uh, the system flags, and 742 members solved the root flag. So let's go and solve this good games. So I already did it, but I want to showcase. I want to start from this machine. So yeah, we have the machine IP here. So let's go back. So we have a clean fish terminal, friendly interactive shell. So let's go and let's perform a simple scan. Before that, we need to go to a directory. So let's create a directory for YouTube. So let's go to YouTube, and let's make a directory called Good Games. CDP games. I don't know, this is the third time I'm recording this video. Let's hope this time it will be good and interesting. So let's perform a scan. Now you can actually see I have lab access, so I have connected through OpenVPN. Yeah, let's go save that in scan. So if you don't know what I'm doing, this is for tag SC, which is for script scan, default scripts. It uses default scripts actually. And we have -sv, which is a version scan, and this is our IP address. Tag vv, which is for webos, and we have tag on, which writes the output in our scan file. So we have the scan running, and that's so see here. So we have a port 8 is open, having TCP, running HTTP service, Apache server, HTTPD version 2.4.51. So it supports options at get post methods, HTTP title, HTTP server header. So basically, when we see this one, it's running on Python. So the server side programming language is Python 3.9.2, and it's using workzec server. That's good. So whenever the Python, something is using Python, maybe we can try some SSTI, server side template injections, if it is using that Flask Jinja 2 template engine. So right now I don't know anything. So for you people, you don't know anything, but I know something. So okay, so let's so before that one, let's do some Rust scan as well. So if you don't know what Rust scan is, basically it's a port scanner. Batch size is 100, and let's go to the ultimate limit to 1000 ports per second. So which is the access point? Access point is the IP address, and -b, which is the batch size. I'm giving it as 100, so it will start from 100 ports per second, and it will go up to 1000 ports per second. So when compared to Nmap, this one is a little bit faster. Not a little bit, the way faster. And we need a Bob suit because it's very important. So I'm using a community version. Even if you want to use, you can use anything. uh, See, let's try something different here. So let's try Python. So instead of using burp suit, let's try some Python. So if it won't work, then we'll go for burp suit. Let's use Python. All right. Okay. So it's look like it's a gaming website. So we can download some games, right? We can read some blogs. So this was published on September 18th, 2008. Burp, what are you doing? Okay, Burp, I want you to start now, but please wait for a second. Okay, okay, we have some input fields. Let's type hello. Please subscribe. What is the spelling? Okay, please subscribe. So where is it? Hello. Okay, no results. I think it's not working. Okay, if okay, so we have something called Twitch. Probably we will start streaming on Twitch as well soon. Not now, but soon we'll start streaming on Twitch. We are going to post a good content, bro. So you can see here we have goodgames.htb. So I think we need to add this domain to our host file. So we need to add the virtual domain. So I already did it. So if you don't know how to do it, I think you'll know because you are a hacker like me. So you can sudo nano ect host and enter your password, and you can see here uh, this is the IP address and these are the domains. So let's go back. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's put this burp on here. Burp here. Yeah, thank you, burp. I can feel a little bit of lag. I know why it's happening. Okay, we'll do one thing. We'll go to target. We'll click on open browser. Okay, we have the browser. uh, if you find this video a little bit of lagging, because my machine, my laptop is not a good configured one, so that's why I'm having some issues with the recording. Okay, we have this work Chromium browser. Let's hello, please. Yeah, good. So we know the virtual domain is goodgames.htb. So let's go. Okay, let's open the tree. So as you can see here, we have a blog page, coming soon page, index page, forget password page, login page, sign up page, store product.html. So we have all these of pages. So you don't need to run any GoBuster or Dbuster anything. So as we can see, there is a login page. Let's go to the login page because as you can see here, we have our login page. So let's add admin. Let's try some generic basic default passwords. Okay, it won't email address, so let's say gmail.com. Okay, gmail.com. What do you say? Okay, so we can see here actually it's showing 500. Okay, and it's internal server error. But if you go back and see on here, actually So let's send this request to the repeater so that we can see it much better, right? So the status code is 200. This request is successful, but the content, the body is actually showing it's 500 internal error. So this one is not real. Actually, the server is tricking us that there is some sort of error. So let's try something new here. Let's try some Python, because I really love Python when come to hacking. So let's use Python. So let's import requests. Let's go URL. So goodgames.htb/login. Sorry, http/login. We have our data. So what is the data? Email and password. So email, comma, oh, yep, password. So let's have email here, admin@gmail.com, and password here we'll try admin. So basically this is a post request. As we can see, this is a post request. Let me grab, come on, MacBook. Okay, please don't mind. Let's say it's a post request, right? So let's request dot post. It's not post. The URL, comma, data is equals to data, and print or .txt or .txt, control B, and we have this here. So we have a long page. That's good. That's great. That's very good. I think we should use burp soup. Yeah. Okay. Let's try some SQL payload. Still 500 error, because the email is true. Maybe the password is false. So let's copy the same and let's paste this one here, and still we have 500 error. Okay, no problem. So what if I don't use the password, bro? Yeah, so we have a login success. So yeah, we have a SQL vulnerability. So what we can do is it recording? Yes, of course it's recording, bro. Let's use this request. So let's call our good friend. Okay, actually it's redirecting. So let's redirect. So it redirects us to the profile page. That's good. So let's sublime text sql.txt. Okay, okay. Let's set to bash, syntax to bash. Yeah. So now it's looks good, right? So we can read it easily. So this is the actual request. Let's change this encoded to right. So let's use a SQL map. So I already did it. So it's showing some recommendations. I need DBS, and here we go. Because I already did it, so it's not taking us so much time. So as you can see, it is time based blind injection, so it will take a lot of time. So if you want to do it in Python, you can do it in Python, but it will take a lot of time. We need to write a code. So if possible, I'll post the code in the description. You can go and check that as well. Probably I won't post the code because I don't have that much time. So if I was interested, then I'll post the code. You can go and check that out. So okay, what I'm doing, I'm sorry. So we have a SQL map. Let's use a main database and let's enable tables. Okay. When I was doing this the originally before this one, when I am trying to solve it real, so it took a lot of time because this is a time based, right? So it took a lot of time for me, but now it's okay. We need user and we'll use dump. So if you don't know what this hyphen hyphen batch will do, basically this will use the default options. It won't take any input from us, so we don't need to interact with SQL map. So it will use default options, and hyphen capital D is the database, so is the main, and hyphen T is the user, and we can also use hyphen hyphen columns. We can dump a particular columns, but I want all the information in a user table, so I'm using hyphen hyphen dump. So okay, now I think it will take a lot of time. Okay, this will take a lot of time, guys, so maybe I'll pause the video here. Should I pause, uh, or in the meanwhile let's write a code. As you can see, we have passwords and we have email. So what we can do is we can try to retrieve the passwords. So we have exploit.py. We know that it is vulnerable to SQL injection. Okay, we can use this query actually, but yeah. So let's try, because I want to try or sleep 5. So okay, so let's use and. Okay, that failed. Let's use it here, and story and sleep 5. Okay, it's took 2 seconds for the response time. So I think I have something called total. I keep forgetting this total elapsed time in Python. So what is this one? I keep forgetting every time. Response dot elapsed. Okay, it's response dot elapsed. Not this one. I want the total response time. So what is elapsed time? Okay, where can I find that, bro? Request of response total. I think it's like total elapsed time. Yeah, let's try that one. Total elapsed time. I'm sorry, that's my bad. Okay, we have a huge error. That's fine. That's good. That's very good. Okay, request in Python. How to measure response time from Python requests. Yeah, that's what I want. That's why I should use some Python editors like PyCharm. It will show us some recommendations, but I don't know why I'm using this. Yeah, so we have elapsed dot total seconds. Yeah, not this one. Okay, elapsed dot total. Sorry, total seconds. Right. Yep. Okay, that's good. Let's say or 1 equals 1 or 1 equals 1. Why? This is the same query I'm using it, right? So select. Okay, so let's try that one again. So let's use and instead of or. Okay, so we don't have it here. So let's go to the bub suite. Now here we'll search. So we know that it is vulnerable to Boolean based blind. So let's try sleep. Will it work? Yep. So actually it worked perfectly, but I don't know why, but somehow it's not working in Python. Why? So let's use or sleep. Oh bro, what is this? This is not we want. So let's try it again. Okay, it's not working. Okay, yeah. So it's not working, but here in Burp Suite it's working. It's working like a gem. What is this Python, bro? Okay, no problem. So this is very transparent. So I'm failed in getting writing the code. The transparency. Okay, that's not an issue. That's not a big issue. Uh, After this, I'll definitely post the code because I failed, so I need to work on it. Okay, let's turn on the intercept. So let's return to the main page. Let's turn off the intercept. Yep. Okay, where is the button, bro? Yeah. So let's click on here. Before that, let's turn on the intercept. Let's say admin. We can see there is uh, admin.goodgames.htb. So let's use it. I don't know the password, so I'm using it. So I know it is vulnerable to SQL injection. So let's bypass this one, or 1 equals to 1, uh, and then we don't need to use it in password because I think we can turn off the intercept now. Yep, login successful. Welcome admin. Redirecting you to the profile page. That's good, that's fine. I think the video is taking too long. That's okay. So the only thing we can change is the password, but actually we don't know the password. We can change it, but as you can see here, we can reuse the password of the admin's password somewhere else, like here. So as you can see, there is a little settings symbol, uh, a very tiny one. Let me zoom in a little bit. Yeah, so as you can see here, tiny little settings here. So if I click on that one, we are here. As we know, the username is admin, so it's still loading. That's fine, and we don't have the password, but I know the password. But I don't know why it's taking a lot of time. Okay, I'll do one thing. I think I already did it, so let me go to my GoodGames, the original directory. This is where I did it. So let's use the logs from here. So I think it should have the logs. Oh, come on. Okay, I think I don't have logs. Yeah, okay. Okay, thank God. Thank you, bro. Yeah, so as you can see here, so it already have the data, so there is no need to run the SQL map again. So basically SQL map tries to crack the hashes because these are generic MD5 hashes. So it's try to crack with their word list of, okay, that's a good noise. That's fine, bro. Okay, I don't need it. So as you can see, we have admin at the rate goodgames.htb, and the other one is admin at the rate goodgame.htb. So as you can see here, where is it? We are working in goodgames.htb. So we need this one. So if you don't know how to crack it, the hash, because it's a hash, so we need to crack it. So we need to find a string which can generate the same value. You can use John the Ripper. Probably I don't have. You can use hashtag. Probably I don't have. I need to install those two tools. Actually, I need to build a John. So yeah, Jumbo John. We can use crackstation.net. A really good uh, a website to brute force generic MD5, SHA1, NTLM hashes. Yeah. So the password is super administrator. So let's copy the password and let's see if it works here or not. And I think I don't know why it's taking a lot of time. Yeah. Okay. So we are here. Okay. As you can see, it's using Flask 2.0.2. That's what I want. So if you go and Google this Flask 2.0.2, it probably says a Ginger, let's say a Flask 2.2 template engine. Okay, so as you can see here, Flask leverages Ginger 2 as its template engine. So basically, we use I'm sorry, the Python applications use a template engines to render the the content of the page. So as you can see here, the Flask leverages Ginger 2 as its template engines. The Ginger 2 is officially vulnerable to SSTI. So we have something called some SSTI exploit GitHub. I think I used some exploit. Yeah, this one, the TPL map. You can use this TPL map. This is a pretty good one, but we can exploit it manually. So before that, we need to find the vulnerability. Please ignore the background noises. I need to set up a room for me. What I'm doing. So let's go to OPT GitHub. What I have. So let's git clone this one. TPL map. So that one is an excellent tool for server-side template injections. It can identify identify SSTI vulnerabilities in different types of applications. So not only in Zinser 2, it can also identify in different template engines. Right now, let's go to our directory. We are in YouTube here. So I want to showcase it with Python, but the Python is not working. That's fine. That's fine. But we are not using it. But you can see, you can spend some time here. Like you can do some search here, whatever you want. So you can try some SQL injection. You can try XSS. So and this one is vulnerable to XSS. If you try script alert one, I'm sorry, alert one script. So the date is this. The phone number is something else. So if I save all, as you can see, it is vulnerable to I'm sorry, XSS. So here, uh, yeah, probably this will be here. Our script. Let's inspect element. Let's go. Let's select the selector. Let's click on admin. Okay, what's happening? So let's select the selector. Let's click on admin. So we have h4, and there we go. There is our script. But we are not here to perform XSS. We are not performing bug bounty. We can report this one. But what we are doing is actual penetration testing. So we are a dangerous hacker. I'm a dangerous hacker now. My goal is to get uh, my goal is to get the access to the server. So as you can see, we are sending a name. Again, we can use Python, but I don't want to mess it. So let's use Control Shift U. So to decode it from URL encoding. So let's try it. So 2 plus 2. What I am doing? I'm sorry. 2 plus 2. Okay, it says 2 plus 2 is internal server error. That's fine. Okay. Did I mess up with something? Okay, this is the request, right? So let's send this request. Okay, it's working good. So let's try 2. I'm sorry, 2 plus 2. Okay, 2 plus 2 is probably internal server error. So okay, if you don't know, if you are poor in maths, ask this website, probably internal administration .goodgames.com. If you give 2 plus 2, it will give us 500. So but yeah, the website is correct. I don't know why the website is not working. So today is not our day. That's fine. So 2 plus 2 is 4. So let's try something else. 2 plus, so then what is 2 into 5? Ah, it's a pain, bro. So let's save all. Okay. 2 into 5 is probably 10. So now what we can do is actually, can I get it now? Okay, let's get the proxy. I think this is the latest one. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I need to encode it. Probably you can see these are URL encoded. So that's why I'm not getting. So if you want to encode it, you can do it. Control U. I'm using Mac, so I can use Control Command U. What? Okay. To encode key characters, Command Control U. That's what I'm using. It's not working, so today is not our day. I know. So let's use it manually. Okay, it's still not working, so today is not our day. Okay, then let's use Python, bro. No. So we have a name parameter, and we are using it in settings. Okay, so we can use this regular expressions as well. So I don't want to use regular expressions right now. What a pity. Come on, Bobsuit. What happened? Okay, okay, it's working. So let's try to search for our email address. So as you can see here, we have the email address, we have the username, and we have the name here. So which is 10 right now. So probably I think it's working. Let's try another one. 2 into 3. So I think I'm totally wasting your time. I'm sorry. So let's start now the process. So let's open a double quotes dot class. Let's see what will I get. So it's saying less than greater than. It's a string. So the class is a string. So whatever we are doing. So this one, the name is a string, and we need MRO, so which is Mandal Revenue Officer. So now that MRO, a method resolution order. Okay, as you can see here, so we have a class. The first one is class, and the next one is an object. So we need that object. So and we need to find subclasses in the object. So I think I'm messing with it. Okay, built-in subclasses of type object. Okay, okay, subclasses. Internal server error. Okay, built-in methods subclasses of type object at this hex address. That's fine. Okay, these are all the subclasses in that object. But I think we should get a list, but I don't know where it went wrong. Do I doing anything wrong? Let me go on. Let me cross check. So let's go to GoodGames. The one actually I did it. I think we should have that in node block. Yeah. Sublime text. It's pointer pi. Pi bro. Pi bro. Probably not this one. So let's go back. It's called. Let's go to the secret. Let's go to the local web. Let's go to public. Let's go to routes. What I'm doing. Let's go to model. Okay. I am sorry. I'm probably doing something. CDF. Let's get back to the work. So built-in methods are classes of type object. Okay, I think it's an object, so I think I need to use a function. Yep. So subclass is function here. So I have some subclasses here. So if you don't know about SSTI, probably you can Google it. You can learn something here. But if you type for subprocess, so if it have a subprocess as its class, as you can see we have two subprocesses running. So if you don't know what subprocess is, subprocesses are the internal system internal processes. So we have one running here, sorry, we have two here, the classes. So what we can do is we can try to perform the commands using those classes. So if you don't know how to perform those, probably I'll tell you. But first thing, we have a task. We need to find the index of that subclass. Probably we have a list, a painting list. So basically, when I'm solving this lab, I found a method to find the index. Not using a Python, but that will be the stupid way. Okay, I'll use my keyboard. So we have a lot of subclasses. Come on. Okay. So is it recording? Yeah, of course it's recording. Okay, SQL Alchemy. Okay, bro. We don't need it actually. What's happening? Okay, I don't know. Something happened here. So let's go. Let's save this one. I don't want to save this one. This one. Let's open a new tab. Let's paste everything here. Okay. So okay, the list ends here. So that we can remove everything here. So let's remove this one. I think the list ends here. So the word graph is on. Fine. Now let's find subprocess. So okay. So probably where is it? Find the subprocess. Process. Okay. You can see here a blue dot. So I don't know if you can see it or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try some trial and error methods like 300. So let's try admin. Okay, by admin rate. Okay, let's go here. So probably it's saying HTTP cookie jar class. So let's go to the Sublime text. So remember we are here at this point, at this level. So it said HTTP dot cookie. So we are here actually. So we need to move up. So we need to, let's decrease it by 50. Sorry, I forgot. And we have email feed parser, email dot feed parser. We are here. Sorry, speed parser. We are actually here. I think we need to move a little bit up, right? We are here somewhere else. So let's 220. Okay, we have socket server. Let's try 218 because I don't want to waste time. Yeah, let's go for 217. Probably we have some process p open. So now what we can do is we can initialize it. You know, we can declare a global variable, globals, use sys, and we can use a module of OS module because we need to perform remote code execution and we need to execute, right? We open ls dot read. Okay, I'm sorry, the recording was stopped. So actually, you know, we have a internal server error, but I think I don't know where it went wrong, but I think pretty much it is. So let's do one thing. Let's go here. Let's say global sys. Yeah, I forgot to add this. I think. Yep. Dot modules. The OS module probably. Dot p open ls dot read function. Okay. So what if I add two underscores before and after? Still we have error. So let's go and Google it actually. So SSTI, I'm sorry, SSTI subprocess reopen. So you can see there is a wonderful article in the Medium which I have gone through. You can read this article. Okay, they say something. Tomorrow's classes. Okay. Okay. So let's go here, let's go here, let's check. Oh, I'm sorry. I think my voice is a little bit different. Let me connect my mic. I'm sorry, I forgot to connect my mic. I don't know what is happening with me today. I'm excited, I'm nervous, some sort of things. They're not performing this. We're actually using subprocess, right? Then why they're using all these things? Not this one. Okay, we have all here. So let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay. Okay, I think they are using some other method. I'm using some other method. Both are not same. Okay, that's fine. Let's go to, yeah, I think this one. This will help. Yeah, this one. Okay, okay, I was wrong. This should be here, the globals, this should be here, and we don't have these for module and reopen as well. That's my mistake, a beginner mistake actually. Yeah, you can see here we have successfully performed a remote code execution. This is code injection. So now we need to grab the server. So for that one, let's create a listener. I'm using Concat. If you don't know what Concat is, you can go and check out John Hammond's video. It's a fancy reverse shell which is very easy, which is very handy. If you want to upload, you can upload. If you want to download, you can download. You don't have to create a server. You don't have to use NC or SCP to transfer files. No, there is no such headache. So for this one, let's first of all we need to generate a reverse shell, right? Yep. So if you don't know, if you are using Linux or ParetOS, you have inbuilt shells. But for me, I'm using core macOS. So I'll use this website called reverseshells.com. This one is a very good website. Okay, so let's go to the hack the box. Let's click on lab access. The machines, the IP address is 10.14.18. You can also check that in your terminal, but yeah. So let's try. Let's copy this bash. Before that, let's make sure that we have some softwares installed. Let's say where is NC. Okay, we need address. Uh, NC in the sense netcat. So we don't have netcat. So do we have bash? I think we do have bash. Okay, so we do have bash. Oh, we have bash. That's fine. So let's try Python. Do we have Python? I think we don't have PHP here. So we have Python. Let's try. Do we have PHP installed? Because if we have PHP, we can go with PHP. Okay, we don't have PHP. We have Python. That's fine. So let's go to the Python. So this one, let's decode it. I'm sorry, this is a PowerShell. This is the Python 3. It's actually creating our two variables, our host and our port. So let's encode it in the bash. I'm sorry, base 64, and I'm using 4242 port, and we are listening on 4242. That's good. So let's echo this thing. Let's see if we can find this one. Yes, you can see here, and let's pipe it to base 64, decompile. I'm sorry, it's decode, right? I'm using Android. So let's go. You can see here, where is it? Yeah, here. So let's pipe this one with bash. So this will execute. If we go to our shell, we have our shell. So if we click Control D, we are in a remote host. If we click Control D again, we are in a local machine. So it's very easy to upload and download files. Okay, requirements.txt. We don't need it. Let's go to the home. Oh, we have Augustus. So let's go to the Augustus user, and we have the user.txt. And okay, by default we don't have this bash. I think I need to remove this bash because I already solved it. So yeah, this is how it comes out of the box. This is how it comes. We don't have the bash thing, but you can see we are root here. So probably I think we are in some sort of a container or thing. Yes, so you can see here we have a Docker environment file here. So probably we are in a Docker environment, but we don't have anything here. Okay, so let's go to the home. Let's go to the Augustus. Let's go to Augustus. So we have user.txt. I'm sorry, my typing is bad. User.txt, cat user.txt, bro. Yeah, user.txt. Now it's time to solve the remaining thing. As we know, we are in a Docker container. We know we are in a Docker container. So if you go and check this host file, you can see here there's something called 172.19.0.2. So if I check for my IP, so the my IP is this one, because this machine is okay. This Docker container is hosted on a machine, having IP address, the network ID starting with 172. We don't know the host ID yet, but we know the network ID. So we can easily scan the internal network using MSF console. Do I have MSF console installed? Okay, I don't have it. So Metasploit install. I think where we can install, not on Rapid 7. Okay. Okay, not on this one. I think we need to search for some nightly installer, because nightly, yeah, nightly installer. That's what I'm searching for. Okay, I don't want to waste much time here. It's already late. So what we can do is we can use Nmap, but we don't have Nmap. We can use NC, but we don't have NC. We can use Telnet. We don't have Telnet as well. So after find like use ping for the host of one. So which knows, okay, we have 172.19.0.1 is our host machine where this Docker container is installed. So now then what we can do is we can try to grab some network installer, but what we can do is we can write a simple script. We can use this dev tcp 7.0.1 maybe. Let's like bash dev tcp. Is that right? I don't know. Let's go to the bash here. Bash I, yeah, dev tcp, this one. Okay, let's try running with bash. Okay, okay, so it says the connection refused, so that's fine. So let's try with 172.19.0.1. Okay, I think we have the connection, so let's try 22. We have the connection. Let's try 23. So we don't have the port. Let's try 21. We don't have the port. Let's try 25. So you can use this method, or you can automate using shell scripting, but I don't want to do that one because I'm very poor in shell scripting. I know only basics. So what you can do is we can see that there is 22 and 80 open. So probably I did it so it took a lot of time. When you so the thing here, so which we need to observe, so when you go through this pass wd file, there is no user called Augustus, right? So there is no user called Augustus. It took me for a while to figure it out, you know. So there is no user called Augustus. So what I'm thinking is maybe we can SSH Augustus at the rate 172.19.0.1. So, but we don't know the password, right? So I thought maybe why should we use that the password like super administrator the password, and it worked for me. So as you can see here, um, we are in the Augustus directory. So I performed some enumeration script. I have used linpiece here to see what all the different type of uh, you know like uh, loopholes we have to get the privilege escalation. So I found nothing. So literally I don't have nothing to find. But so when I figured it out, so we are in this Augustus directory, right? So if you can see, and we are root in this box. So if I write something else, so if I write something, let's say, so let's touch a file, like touch a file name, like test. As you can see, we are the test. So if I change this test permissions to SUID, will it work? Let's go. Let's go and do SSH again. I think I need to copy the password. Where is it? This crackstation.io, and it worked perfectly. So as you can see, it is root, but it has that SUID permission, so which allows the Augustus to run it as root. So using this, let's go and let's bin bash. Copy the bin bash here, the Augustus directory. Okay, I'm sorry. That's bin/bash. Yep. So as you can see, we have bash here. So only the root user can execute this bash. Of course, anyone can read and execute. Only the root user can read, write, execute permission. So let's try to chmod it, like less as the bash, and let's try to okay. Okay, the password is wrong. So let's copy the password again. Let's paste it here, and as you can see here, yeah. So we have that SUID permission. So what we can do is we can use bash with p privileges. So tag p for elevated privileges. So we are not actually the root, but we elevate ourselves as a root. But as you can see here, we have some error with shared libraries, because uh, okay, uh, this time I was really mad. I don't know what to do, and I go to the internet and I have read some really good write-ups, but these are time-taking cross write-ups, But what I found is, so we have bash, right? So probably we have sh as well, so which is shell, and we have bash born again shell. So I thought let's copy that bin sh to here. So and let's see chmod plus x sh, and then let's try to ssh. Okay, let's copy the password again. Let's paste it here, and as you can see here, we have SSH. SSH don't need any libraries to run, I think. And there we go. So we have the user ID is Augustus, The group ID is here, but we have EUID which says elevated user ID. So which so we did elevated our privileges. So let's go to the root, and we have root.txt. This won't work here, so let's control D. Yeah, of course. uh, that's why I love concat. And there we go. So we have the root.txt. uh, that's how I solved it, the machine. So actually we can do something else, right? So let's use we let's use under concat. So let's get a stable shell, like 1 2 3 4. Let's SSH to registers. Okay, let's copy the password. Now we are in the registers. Let's go. I think, yeah. So do we have NC netcat version? Okay, okay. NC help. Yeah. So we have netcat installed. So let's go and try this netcat make before. So let's copy this one. We need to change the payload 1 2 3 4. So let's copy it. Let's use it sh. Okay, I'm sorry. SSH, I'm sorry, shell dot sh won't use that hyphen p, which we'll use on bash. So if we are doing it on bash, we need to use that hyphen p to elevate our privileges. But in sh, we don't need to do that. So let's copy this one. Let's put it there. Okay. Uh, yeah, of course, bro. So I think we don't have a stable shell. Let's try to stabilize this one. Let's go to the root. So let's get a stable shell. Okay, I think I'm posting this video. Let's sudo fastwd. Okay, let's fastwd. Okay, I don't know the current password. I'm sorry. I think we have SSH connection, right? So why don't we SSH keygen? I'm sorry. Let's generate a keygen. We don't have SSH keygen as well. So do we have SSH running? Yeah, of course we have SSH. But okay, no problem. That's a good box. That was fun. So I love. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you learned something. Uh, if it is good, go and subscribe. If it is bad, let me know. I'll try to change. Yeah. So I'll post my code. As I said, I'll post my exploit code in the description. If you want to, check it out, you can go and check that out as well. So I'll try to make it as much as possible up to the remote code execution. I'll try to make it as remote code execution. Okay, that's it. So let's go back. Let's go back. We don't have concat. Let's neofetch. Click. Okay, no problem. That's it for today. I hope it is useful to us. It is very useful. So if you like it useful, go and like. So if you feel it's a waste of time, you can go and dislike and let me know your reviews. Thank you so much. Let me stop the machine. And I'm thinking to post try hack me videos in the next, because I have some excellent rooms in try hack me, which I wanted to record in the past, but I know I don't have a proper laptop and proper mic, proper workspace. Now I think I'll record now and I'll post them as well. So I'll try to explain you the process as much as I can. So if you don't want to miss the videos, go and hit that subscribe button. That's all I can say. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Have a good day.